Hello! We are live! We are live, we are live. This is a surprise, spontaneous, unplanned live lesson right here on English Outside the Box. I normally don't come online on Thursdays. I'm normally not on at 12:30 in the afternoon on Thursdays. However, I wanted to come on quickly, see who was online, see who was watching, and to talk a little bit more about learning and speaking like a native speaker. So let me know who's watching me live. Who is here on this spontaneous call? Where are you watching from? Who are you? Say hello in the chat, and let's talk about learning English. So a lot of my students, a lot of my learners talk about wanting to speak like a native English speaker. But what does that mean? What does it mean to speak English like a native English speaker? I believe a lot of people think that it means to be able to express yourself fluently, meaning to be able to express what you want to express, talk about what you want to talk about, express feelings, and to communicate comfortably and confidently. So Brazil, Malaysia, awesome, awesome. Some new faces this afternoon from my usual 8:30 a.m. Tuesday morning broadcast. Brazil, woohoo, Poland. Maybe I'll need to do a new online time, huh? All right, so what does it mean to speak fluent? How can you do it? So you probably hear a lot of different language from different online teachers about how to learn most effectively. What types of techniques different teachers use, the types of techniques that work, and everybody has their own style and their own way of teaching, just like every learner has their own style and their own way of learning. So it's really, really important for you as an English learner to identify the best way that you learn English, the most effective way that you learn English, and to connect with teachers and to connect with resources that give you those materials and help you learn in the best way. Now, I just did a collaboration video and interview with someone. The video will be uploaded soon on their YouTube channel. And we talked a lot about, all of our English students and how many students connect with us live and watch us live and what they really do with our lessons and how they can learn. So we talked a lot about this. And so it really got me thinking today. And that's the reason why I'm doing this live lesson right now. So I want to connect with you learners here on English Outside the Box. And I want to tell you how I can help you learn English. I want to tell you how my programs, my style, my philosophy and way of teaching can help you learn and speak English more like a native speaker. So that's what we're talking about today. And the idea is, the philosophy of my teaching is to teach you like a native English speaker learns. So I want you to learn English like a native speaker. I want you to learn English like a native speaker so that way you can begin speaking English like a native speaker. That means speaking English more fluently, naturally, and comfortably. So what do I mean by that? How can you learn English like a native speaker? And that's what we're going to talk about in this quick video today. And we are going to talk about the Conversation Club, which is my fluency training program. The Conversation Club is an online program, an online course that connects members to materials to help them speak, practice, learn, and use more natural English. And a lot of students ask me about this program. I get emails, I get messages asking about what it is. So I want this video to be an important conversation lesson, and I'm going to show you some inside information about what you can learn in the club. So let's get comfortable here. Conversation club, how can you learn like a native? Well, I want you to imagine someone you know, a baby, learning your native language. Maybe you have a child, like I do. I have a baby right now that I'm trying to teach English and Portuguese to. I'm trying to teach my child these two languages. And how am I doing it? How am I teaching my child to learn English and learn Portuguese more naturally? I want you to think about how you have taught your children or brothers and sisters or cousins or nieces and nephews or friends' kids. I want you to think about how you've taught a baby, a child, a language. And one of the most important things that a child does when learning English is they are constantly surrounded by English and listening to it passively, which means that a child is not sitting in a room or sitting in a classroom reading a book or using materials to actively learn. My son will sit in his high chair, will sit on our living room floor, will sit on my lap, and my son is constantly hearing the people around him using English, saying sentences, creating phrases, and all of that information is going into his ear and processing in that very cute, very tiny, very sponge-like brain. And even though he's not trying, well, maybe he is, we don't really know, maybe he's not trying to really pick up and learn and use the language, he's constantly hearing all of the language around him. So then, when he's constantly hearing this language, he might repeat something. In a conversation that my husband and I are having, we might say something about a dog or a puppy, and then we'll hear him say, "Pa? Pa?" And then he'll start to try to say the things that he's hearing. So as he's listening, as this new language is going on around him, he'll try to start using it and saying it. Then at that point, we try to actively give him the resources and the way to learn. We'll start telling him, puppy, or teaching him words, teaching him phrases. Look at the doggy over there. Look at the puppy. So we start introducing him to phrases that he then can practice repeating and shadowing again and again, meaning we say the word and he repeats the word. Then we kind of tell him or we show him what this word means. Then he continues to hear this word or these words, these phrases naturally in context in more of our conversations. So the idea of learning like a native speaker is to start passively hearing language in context, hearing how words sound, how words are used, how and where they're put into sentences, and how and where they're put into a phrase. So it's very, very, very important when you want to speak like a native speaker to begin learning like a native speaker. So the Conversation Club will start you with this process of learning, and I am going to show you how. As I'm going to pop on and share my screen, I see some comments in the chat. And so many people visiting Morocco, Turkey, Poland. I love it. Hi, hi, hi. Ricardo, love your work. Great. Eduardo, that's the way you're learning. Fabulous. Ricardo Nunes. So the course that I'm sharing with you right now, you can join right now. There is no start and end date because the course is constantly going. I am always uploading new material every single Monday. So when you come into the club, you are going to get all of the material available for that month. and then you're going to continue getting the material as you go. So anyone watching, when you join the club today, you're going to get access to the material that's available. So share screen here. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. Yeah, here we go. So right now you are seeing a look inside the course. You're looking at a view inside of the club's materials. And I talked about, this introductory way of learning and learning like a native speaker would. So when you join, you're going to get access to all of this material right here, the welcome information. However, as you see, when you join, you're also going to get connected immediately to this week 1 information. You're going to practice hearing things passively, listening to words actively. Then you're going to practice reading. You're going to get the definitions. You're going to see more sentence examples, and you're going to hear everything in context. Then you're going to get the practice with the review, the shadowing, and the practice. We'll go over some of this other material as well. Week 2 covers connecting it to your own life. Week 3 focuses on pronunciation, and week 4 is a review. Notice that in weeks 4, weeks 3, and weeks 2, there are conversation lessons for you to meet with me and with other members to practice what you're learning. But let's start here with week 1. As you start the club, you're going to get this passive audio. Okay? Whoop. Oh, let me take out my headphones here.
Examples from the PDF C from this to cut them off. Nobody likes to be cut off in the middle of their presentation.
So you're going to get active. Hopefully you were able to hear some of that audio. You're going to get some audio for you to practice listening passively. You're going to listen to this audio. You're going to follow the instructions of this PDF, and you're going to listen to this audio passively as you're doing other things, which means you're going to be doing the dishes, you're going to be brushing your teeth, you're going to be driving to school, you're going to be commuting on a subway or a bus to work. You're going to be using this passively, again, imagining yourself like a baby, like a child in the middle of a room, just being able to hear this language first. You want to focus on allowing this new language, these words, these phrases, these idioms to go into your brain to start hearing how they're used passively. You're going to hear pronunciation. You're going to see and review how, a native speaker says it. When you're ready, you're going to then continue to go on to your listening active practice. Here, you have more of a focused goal, and you're going to listen with intention. When you're thinking and connecting this to native learning, how a native speaker learns, this is when I'm going to be telling you, okay, this is the language where you're learning. This is what I want you to practice. This is what I want you to repeat. This is how we hear it. This is how you use it. So as you listen to this audio,
and words and expressions are used,
you're going to hear how they're used.
That cutting people off when they're speaking is rude. But let's face it, there are times when you need to stop someone mid-sentence. Steamroller. Number 1, ask for permission to jump in.
So you're going to hear and see how idioms, expressions, and phrasal verbs are used naturally. This material comes from a magazine article written by a native English speaker for an English-speaking audience. So you're going to have the opportunity to hear language that was created for an English-speaking audience, not an English learner. That means you're going to be learning English that is actually used by native speakers, okay? Which is incredibly, incredibly important. Once you finish listening, you're then going to go on to reading, and then you're going to get the PDF that has the full transcript of the audio, the phrasal verbs, idioms, and expressions that we're going to learn. And then you're going to be able to use this to, again, review what was being said in the language that we're going to talk about throughout the month. When you're ready to then start practicing and doing that active learning, you're going to complete this PDF here, reviewing, shadowing, and practicing. So you're going to get the definitions, sentence examples, and you're going to get ways to shadow practice and speaking practice with a partner and speaking practice on your own. So this, if you want to connect it, I'm going to come back here to me. So this last PDF that I showed you is when a mother, a father, a guardian, or someone is then telling their child, puppy, that's a puppy. Look at the puppy, puppy, right? And you begin showing the native learner how to say the words, what they mean, and you then begin connecting words with meaning. So again, in the first week of the Conversation Club, you're going to be introduced to about 10 new idioms, expressions, and phrasal verbs that are used naturally in context. And again, I, Jennifer, am going to teach these to you like a native speaking English child learns. I'm going to allow you to passively listen. I'm going to give you activities to actively listen. And then through the other PDF documents, I'm going to connect you with the meaning, the use, what they look like, how they sound, and how you can use them. So let me make sure that you are understanding. So if you have any questions about this program, then you can definitely ask in the live chat or ask questions in the comment below. And if you're ready to join and you want to try a sample, if you want to sign up for a week trial, then I've included the link to join the trial in the comments of this live video and in the description of this video. And the way that you can join as a trial, I'll maybe write it here for you to learn as well, is you want to go to bit.ly, bit.ly/convo, like conversation, club trial. Okay? Whoop, there we go. So this is what it looks like. Let's make sure you can see it here. So you're going to go to bit.ly/convo club trial. Now this is all one word, but I didn't have space here. So bit.ly/convo club trial. And you can try a trial of the club for 1 week. And I'll show you all 4 weeks of materials in that trial program. Okay? That's Convo Club Trial if you want to sign up for the Conversation Club and you want to try a trial first. The link is in the chat box. Yes, Eduardo. Thank you. Thank you. So coming back here to how you can connect. So once you start learning the language and when you join the club, again, I'm going to give you those very first, very important steps to learning. I'm going to show you the language, how it sounds. I'm going to show you how it looks. I'm going to give you definitions. I'm going to give you context. And that's what we need to focus on here is context. If you don't learn English in context, you are going to have a difficult time in understanding how you can use them in your own life. Context, meaning, and situations are so important when you learn new language, when you learn new vocabulary, because it tells you exactly how you learn and how you need to use English or vocabulary words, phrasal verbs in your own conversations. So once you learn all of this new material, once I connect you with the active, with the passive, with the PDFs, with everything else, you're going to get into week 2's material. And let me share with you a little bit more about week 2. So week 2 is going to connect you with ways to connect it to your own life. Ways to connect it to your own life. So again, as you know, let me see, actually connecting to your own life. So as you know, it's important for you to understand how to use the language. So the key is to make it as personalized as possible. Any new language that you learn, you must connect it to you and how it's relevant to you. Every single person needs English, needs vocabulary, and needs things, needs what you're learning for different reasons. So this week, in week 2, the materials connect it to your life. I tell you how you can use it. I give you sentence examples and questions to begin practicing the material on your own. Additionally, I'm going to tell you other words, other meanings, other definitions, and I'm going to give you more context so you can understand more about what you're learning. So a lot of the phrasal verbs that I teach in context have other meanings and definitions. So I also tell you what some of those mean as well. Again, learning like a native speaker, this part is really important because sometimes children will hear a word and they'll use it incorrectly. And it's our job as the teachers, as the parents, as the guardians to correct them, to correct these children learning a language and tell them, no, that's not what that means exactly. You can use it in this way, but it's also used in this way. And so this conversation club, this program is going to give you the opportunities and the resources to do that. In week 2, you're going to get a link to join a conversation call. So this was an example of some of the students in our conversation call where we connected together and we actually used the language together. As you see, this is a very small group. So every conversation lesson is only some of the members. So it's a small group lesson so you can get practice and you can get the review that you need. A question, is the course affordable? The course is very affordable for what you get. So as you can see, you're going to get this group conversation call, meaning you're meeting with me, a native English speaker, in week 2. You're having a group conversation call. You're meeting with me on video in week 3, and you're meeting with me on video in week 4. You're also getting new materials every single month. So you are getting all of that for about $1 a day or $30 US a month. And that is quite affordable considering a lot of people buy lunch on the streets. They buy coffee. They go to the movies. They buy cell phones that are $1,000. They, when you think about where, you spend money and what this course is going to give you in return, yes, I would say it's very, very affordable. In week 2, I also am using a conversation meetup. And in this conversation meetup, you will connect with other members in the club to practice speaking. So let me come back here and talk to you a little bit more. In week 2, you're going to get the opportunity to start using it with me in group calls, with your conversation partners, and in meetups. So that's a really important part of this club is it gives you the opportunity to speak English every single day. It gives you the opportunity, it gives you the resources, it gives you the materials, it gives you the ideas, it gives you the exercises, it gives you what you need to start speaking in English a little bit every single day. You're going to be speaking on your own, passively, with some passive exercises. You're going to connect with a partner to practice conversation. You're going to connect with me to get some more formal training and to get some feedback. And you're going to be doing other things that the club gives you to start practicing and using English. So the first 2 weeks, the beginning of this course really helps you focus on learning the new material, connecting it to your life, and connecting it to your daily use and how you need English every single day. Because again, Eduardo, you need English for something different than Ricardo needs English. And who else is watching? Louise, you need English maybe differently than Adriana needs English. And Darcy, you need English different than Ahmed needs English. So all of you have different needs and different reasons that you're learning. So by using this club material, you're going to get that personalized practice to start thinking about how the language connects to you, your goals, and what you need in English. You'll have to excuse my lingering cough. Can I pay with a Visa gift card? So this is an ongoing training, which means that you pay today $30 and you join. You're going to get material today. You're going to get material next Monday. You're going to get material next Monday, the following Monday, and you're going to continue receiving material every month. So it's $30 every month because every month, every week, you're getting new material. So Eduardo, if your Visa gift card has money for this month and next month and continue, then you will continue getting the information. If in the resources, if your gift card has only enough for this month, then you'll sign up for this month. And if you don't pay for next month, well, then you won't receive next month's materials. Does that make sense? Let me know if that payment plan, let me know if that part is clear. Let me know if you understand that part. All right. So let's go back into the club and what you get, because in week 3, it's all about pronunciation. It's all about pronunciation and connecting you with more natural speaking abilities.
Pronunciation week.
Woohoo! So you're going to get video, you're going to get audio, you're going to get PDFs, and you're going to get additional resources to practice your speaking. And let me just pop in here. Week 3 is going to help you speak English more confidently and naturally.
Hello, and welcome to week 3 of...
You're going to get a video to practice, and the video is going to help you with mouth positions and understanding mouth positions. It's going to help you with knowing how to speak and connecting you with practice.
The fact that you're interrupting.
Help you with practicing actual pronunciation. You'll also get just the audio version, so you can really focus on audio and hearing accurate pronunciation. And then, of course, the important PDF lesson plan helping you. Pronunciation in the Conversation Club, again, is all about natural use and natural practice. So once you learn the definitions, once you learn the meanings, once you know how and when to use them, are you saying them correctly? Are you saying them as a native speaker would? Are you getting the corrections? Are you linking? Are you connecting? Are you reducing sounds? And that's what we practice in week 3 of the Pronunciation Club: connecting, reducing, linking, and more focused practice. So you're going to see how words sound and how to practice, and you're going to get some focused practice. For example, the ER sound, the ul, the oo, and I give you resources on practicing more specific and focused English pronunciation. We have a group call as well to practice what we've learned. And then we have the conversation meetup. Week 4 is a review It's a review, and it's a way to check your understanding and to see what you learned and to see what you still need more practice with. Week 4 also includes a group conversation call for us to practice what we're learning and get that practice together. Again, you see, a small group to really get you the practice and feedback you need. Whoop, coming back here to you. So this is a little bit about how you learn like a native speaker. If you want to speak English more naturally, if you want to use more natural English and speak more comfortably, more confidently, then you need to learn like a native speaker would. And my club, my conversation training program, will help you do that. So if you're thinking, you know, is this club right for me? Is this course right for me? Then I want you to think about what you need in English. What do you need to accomplish in English? What are your goals in English? If you want to learn more phrasal verbs, if you want to learn more idioms, and if you want to learn more natural phrases, then this is a club that will teach you not only what these phrases and phrasal verbs mean, but they're going to teach you how to use them more comfortably and confidently. You're going to get extremely focused practice and review to really help you learn the language on a deeper level, because that's what's really important. And that's what I really am happy that my members in my club can do, is by the end of every month, they're really able to truly understand how to use this language. They understand the meaning, the context. They know how to use it. And a lot of the times they begin using it in their own conversations, and they feel so much more confident and successful. And I want you to feel that too. I want you to feel that success as well. So if you want to start understanding more natural pronunciation, if you want to start practicing more native-like pronunciation, then yes, this conversation club is for you, because it's connecting you to audio, video, and PDF lessons to help you with linking, reductions, and connecting of this language. Excuse my cough again. So I have given you the link to join the conversation club as a trial member. And this is really important, because I know a lot of students, you know, you're not sure, even though it's an affordable price, even though it's only $30 US a day, that might be a lot of money in your situation, in your currency, and where you're at. And I understand that, which is why the conversation club isn't for everybody. But if you think that this conversation club will help you, like I know it will help you, but you're still not sure about the materials, then you can definitely sign up for that trial lesson. And the trial lesson will give you the materials for 1 week. The trial lesson will connect you with a sample of the materials for 1 week, so you can start to experience what this conversation club can do for you and start to experience the power of these resources and the power of learning like a native speaker. So again, this video I wanted to do live so I could show you inside the course. I could show you what you're going to learn and hopefully answer any doubts or any questions that you may have about the program. I also wanted to give you the opportunity to join the club on a trial basis, meaning you can try it for 1 week to see if the conversation club is right for you. I've never done this trial experience before, but I've had students ask me a lot about the materials, so I wanted to make the materials available as a trial, right? A trial means you're trying it out to see if it's something that's beneficial for you, to see if it's something that can help you. If you join the trial and you realize it's not for you, then you don't join the club and you don't continue paying or receiving the information. So it's that easy. It's that easy to see if this training program is right for you. So if you have any questions and you're watching live right now, let me know in the comments so I can answer some of the questions for you live. If you're watching this replay and you have a question about the club, let me know and I can hopefully answer it for you. Members, my Conversation Club members, I know you guys come and watch these live lessons. I know you watch these replays. So if you're watching this video replay and you're a Conversation Club member, show the club a little love and help someone understand the benefit of joining. So if you are a Conversation Club member, then you can leave a comment below this video and say why you love this program or why you love this course, and you can help other people begin their journey to more native-like English fluency. So my students from Russia, Brazil, Malaysia, France. Oh my gosh, I always do this where I have a brain fart where I start forgetting everyone who's joining, and there are people from all around the world. So all of those students, let me know what it is. And there's a delay, so I want to leave a little bit of time to see if there are any questions live that I can answer. See if there are any questions live that I can answer. So let me know. Turkey, students from Turkey. Japan, Korea. See, I knew that I forgot people. When I'm on the spot, you know, sometimes I know that I'll forget stuff. So join me and join some of these other members from around the world. $30 a month is with or without tax. It is $30 a month. Boom. 30. Only $30 a month. 30. Currency conversion, I'm not really sure what that is. You know, so sometimes there's a few cents things that are added, but the price of the course is $30 a month. Great question. Any other questions coming in that I can help you answer, that I can help you understand? Dun, 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 dun. There's a delay, so I always like to linger a little bit to make sure I'm answering any questions. And look at this 37-minute video, much longer than I imagined. Okay, guys, if you have a question, make sure you comment below this video. I'll come back and I will help you answer it. Remember, this video was all about the Conversation Club. You can join it by clicking on any of the links here. You can click the link in the description of this video, and you can also join with the end screen. There are plenty of links available for you to click and to join this online training course that's going to help you learn like a native speaker so you can speak like a native speaker. Thanks for learning with me. Thanks for joining this live lesson. And if you're not subscribed already, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon.